Hey guys, Tara here. I'm here on site at the Claremont Club and Spa, which is my private club. It's where I come do my work every day. It's where I write. I get in the hot tub. It's where I meet with my clients. And I've been starting to call them in after my hiatus from live teaching and just sit them down with me at table 54, which is my table. And we're starting to, enroll people in our Empires of the Soul private client program, and enroll people in Empires of the Soul mastermind coaching consulting program, enroll people in the School of Self-Mastery. We're starting to hand curate the butts that will be in the seats at my upcoming event, Upgrade Your Money and Your Life, October 21st through 23rd, which is here. We're actually hosting it here. And the two things that are happening as I'm doing these meetings this week in particular, two things. One is people are like, girl, where you been? Because your energy is like expansion. People are like, I am leaving this meeting expanded. Oh my gosh. Yes, more please. And the second, and I am too, because this is like the thing that I do that lights me up the most. And the second thing that's happening is I'm having a super strong download where I can predict for sure whether you will fulfill more of your potential and more of your dreams in 2023 than you did in 2022. And there's three factors that are making this powerful prediction available to me. So I can predict what your level of success in 2023 will be like, and here's how it goes. And when I say success, I mean like success on your own terms. I mean like alignment success. I mean like self-mastery, meaning health and wealth and wisdom and self-expression, authentic, aligned with your unique spirit, personality, and design, right? Not just money at the cost or detriment of those things. So the first factor that lets me know whether you're going to reach more of your potential in 2023 than you did in 2022 is this. How uncomfortable are you willing to be? It's how uncomfortable you're willing to be, because listen, like 100% of your growth edge is outside of your comfort zone. So while I'm all about every time I see you, if I can see you, if I can lay my eyes on you, I will bless you. That's my job. It's my lineage. So I will always declare over you that you are poised and powerful and radiant and a magnet to wonderful things, and that those wonderful things now begin to flow to you under grace in perfect ways, over calm seas, in wonderful, wonderful, surprising, delightful ways. I'm always going to bless you in that way. And I'm also going to be like really, really, really freaking real talk with you, because like I've said before, and we'll keep saying, I'm not doing it if it's not genius shit anymore, you guys. Like there is an urgency to this now. We don't have time to play this nonsense unworthiness game with this culture that has people, my brilliant people with all these potential greatnesses within them, all these great ideas within them. This culture, this humanity, this time of human evolution we live in needs you to stop being potentially great and to step into and stand in your greatness and to move in the world differently, okay? Like we need these to we don't want you to just be in good idea energy. We don't just want you to be in like dream deferred or dream delayed energy. We need you to be in big dream energy and big life energy, on a living spree, on a creating spree. Right? We need you to create the empire you came here to create. I need you to live. My calling is for you to live the life you were born to live. All right. So that's how we doing it. That's how we're moving. Starting now, not even waiting to 2023. All right. And for that to happen, you got to get as much as I can scaffold you and wrap you in the cashmere blanket of my blessings. And you also are going to have to get uncomfortable, because you're going to have to learn to move toward those edges, move toward the subjects that scare you. You're going to have to learn how to turn your terror into exhilaration at your own expansion, and to start wholeheartedly engaging with the subjects that scare you. All right, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. It's the only way, right? And when you do, what you will see happen is you will see that those inner monsters that seemed so scary turn into fluffy puppy as you face them. And once you have that feedback loop happen a few times, you become freaking unstoppable. Ask me. I did it. All right, and I've seen it. So I can predict how successful you will be at reaching your full potential and fulfilling your big lick the plate dreams in life in 2023 based, number one, on how uncomfortable you're willing to let yourself get, how much you're willing to move toward discomfort instead of running from it, how much you're willing to build that as a practice and a habit. All right. 2, I have these 2 mantras that I'm using in my own life right now, and I can predict what your 2023 is going to be like by how receptive you are to using these mantras and or doing what they indicate. And the 2 mantras are this: DSD and DTDT. All right. So I can predict how successful you'll be in 2023 based on whether you are willing to DSD and DTDT. DSD stands for do something different. Interrupt those patterns. Honestly, you can interrupt almost any pattern. Sometimes the pattern that you need to interrupt is the actual self-sabotage pattern. It's the actual lie of the inner critic pattern. It's the actual pattern of hiding your light, holding yourself back. Sometimes the pattern you need to interrupt and do something different is just like you need to shift the energy up. That's part of why I'm hosting Upgrade, is to give you that spiritual and energetic windshield wiper, give you that energy reset, give you a recalibration retreat. All right, so we can sort of do something different in your beliefs, in your energies, in just even the change of scene. Okay, and the change of people that you're around. Sometimes what you need to do differently is to be in the room with some different people. All right, so Upgrade provides you the opportunity to do something different. The other thing that I see people who I know for sure will be successful reaching new levels of their own potential in 23, a thing that I see them doing is making different investments now. All right, making different investments now. They are pouring resources into themselves now. They are holding space for their own growth and transformation next year now. I have people enrolling in Empires of the Soul for next year now. They're like, first of all, then I can deduct it off of this year's taxes. I have people coming to Upgrade because they're like, I know if I don't do something different now, I will end up, 2023 will be like 2022 was. And 2022 may have been great and nice and all and well and good, but it wasn't necessarily like resolving the disharmonies that you've been living. You know, it wasn't leaving the shadow career and starting the empire of your soul, right? It wasn't self-mastery. It wasn't fully answering your spiritual alarm clocks. It wasn't fully reaching your potential. It wasn't fully like allowing yourself to want what you want, whether that's moving to a new country or world schooling your kids. It wasn't necessarily that. And if you want that level of difference, you got to do something different, and you got to DTDT, which is do the damn thing. Y'all know for years I've taught a program called Do Your Dream. And I've talked to so many people who've done that program, and it's changed their lives. They've bought homes, they've bought properties, they've got children they didn't have before, they've written books they didn't have before, they're making money they didn't have before, they're building empires they didn't have before. So I keep being tempted to refilm and change, to reshoot that program with my new voice and new urgency. And I refrain from doing that because the program as it is so powerful. But if I were going to reshoot that program right now, I wouldn't even call it Do Your Dream. I would call it Do the Damn Thing, right? Because this life is long and this life is short. And if you're not doing the damn thing now, I don't know when you're going to do it, right? Whatever ready things that you think, if you are waiting for circumstances to be perfect, if you are waiting for your children to grow up who ain't but 8, 9, 10 right now, or 2 right now, if you are waiting for yourself to be ready, if you are waiting for a bunch of spare time, if you are waiting to feel better, feel more comfortable before you start doing the damn thing, let me tell you something, you're just gonna be waiting. You will just be waiting. All right, because there's never a perfect time, which means it's always the perfect time. All right, so you got a DSD and DTDT, and I can predict right now the people whose 2023 is going to be wildly badass and fulfilling, dream fulfilling year, a dream upgrading year. Because here's what I know about what's happening in my world and my wiring and my spirit and my callings and my people right now. They are stepping into their big selves. They are stepping into their big dreams. And as they come into my world, they upgrade the whole dream, right? People start, like, the whole dream gets upgraded. You will dream at this event upgrade, you will dream a better dream, a more lick the plate dream than you may ever have dreamt before. And what's beautiful and important about that is that as long as, you know, the part of the reason brilliant people like I work with aren't achieving the goals and dreams that they've set is because they've set a bunch of dreams and goals that they hate, right? And that's not how we do it at Soul Tour. This is not, we ain't about that setting goals to do a bunch of shit that you hate to do life, right? What we are about is about understanding your wiring, understanding your unique and sacred genius and gifts, finding that inner magic and unlocking it, helping you build an entire whole business life and empire family way of living within your zone, your unique zone of genius, so that you can do what you came here to do, not so that you can be on the treadmill of checking off the boxes of what somebody else calls success, right? So that you can have the richest possible life, which is fulfilling your potentials, but to do the things that you most desire to do, right? That you may not even ever have let yourself desire before. Because we know that there's like a unique level of divine assistance, activating the assistance and that is all around you in the atmosphere around you right now. That happens when you are answering and fulfilling your sacred contracts. All right, that doesn't happen when you're just trying to achieve what somebody else calls success. That's why people come in to this work, upgrade the dream, maybe have a bigger dream than they ever had before, and it's easier to do than anything they've ever done before, because it's the thing they were born to do. All right, so DSD, do something different. Do the dance. So maybe DSD should, for somebody, the word is DSD means dream something different. And do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. All right. The final factor that allows me to predict whether your 2023 is going to be as radically badass as I know for sure, because I have it on the highest authority that it is destined to be and it wants to be, is how much support you're willing to get. How much support you're willing to get. Now, I know I said DSD. One of the things that I'm D'ing SD is I'm just being much more frank with y'all than I normally am. Because normally I'm kind of like, love bomb you, love bomb you, love bomb you. And now I'm like, it is very clear to me that some of the love bomb that needs to get dropped is like the real talk about, like, you got a DSD, you got a DTDD, you got to like get out of, you got to get uncomfortable, you got to be comfortable becoming uncomfortable. And also right now it's very clear to me that those who will thrive in this way we're talking about in the next season are the ones who will get maximum levels of support. All right, and I mean in every area of their lives. One of the most powerful hindrances, one of the most powerful self-sabotage manifestations and the people that I work with is I'll do it myself syndrome, right? For 20 years I've been declaring, let it be easy, let it be easy, let it be easy. And at some point it dawned on me, I didn't even know what easy looked like. I had to dare myself a different way. I had to dare myself, my wise inner being, with like, how easy can I let this be? It had to be a challenge to find the maximum ease. And as I came into understanding my own human design system as a projector, as I came into understanding my own Jungian archetypes and sacred money archetypes as a ruler, the ruler's job is to build the empire without swinging the hammer. All right, and I'm not talking about that kind of empire. I'm talking not colonial empire. I'm talking about empire of your soul for the benefit of all. Actually, you kind of have to decolonize your shit to even build this kind of an empire, to even envision this kind of empire. So a huge part of my journey out of illness, out of misalignment, a huge part of my deconditioning journey, a huge part of my journey into being an empowered projector, as one of my teachers would call it, has been understanding that like 80% of the work that comes to my plate needs to get delegated. And it has been learning how to, not even learning how, it's been like this incredible focus on building my capacity to line up and effectively accept, receive, ask for, guide, assistance, support in every area of my life, medically, with my children, with my home, with my body, in our lifestyle, right? With our food, and especially like in the things that I create. And that is not necessarily, so support is a big area of what it will take. You know, for years I've been saying and teaching and coaching, what got you here won't get you there. Support is like the power lever that most of us need to pull. And sometimes you may not be able to even imagine the levels of support that you will need to get to the next season of the empire of your soul. All right, so I invite you to allow me to help you imagine and envision that. And in fact, what I see right now is the people who are locking in support, like from my team or from other teams, or in whatever way, from their own internal teams, in their own homes, the people who are like, you have to unlock more capacity for yourself, and not even necessarily capacity to do work. Sometimes it's like spiritual capacity, mental bandwidth, whatever it is. There are levels of support that are available to you, and the people who will have a really freaking radically fulfilling 2023, they're locking that stuff in now. Like, we are filling our spots for 2023 client spots now, because there's a bunch of people who've decided that the thing they're going to do different this year, this season, really, because a lot of my people, we actually envision on a 3-year calendar. A lot of them have realized, a lot of them started setting vision last year for 3 years out, and they've realized the reason they haven't necessarily made the progress that they would like to make is that they haven't really done something different in terms of putting support in place. And so I invite you to come to Upgrade Your Money and Your Life, October 21st through 23rd. Reach out to us, like in the comments, in DM, you know, email concierge@soultour.com. Comment, find me on Instagram, find me on YouTube, find me on Facebook, find me everywhere. And come to Upgrade and like allow me to pour into you. If nothing else, take it as a 3-day sacred pause. Just take it as a 3-day sacred pause where you just put a press pause on all of the reacting and responding and busying that you have to do in your everyday life, and come get in the room, get in some proximity, get in this transformation energy, get in this effervescence. Allow me to speak life into you and pour into you and really help teach you using the sacred money archetypes, using the human design system, using my own self-mastery archetypes. Let me recalibrate you. Let me actualize some potentials within you. Let me help you align to what you'll need to be and do and not do. Stop doing to build the empire you came here to build, and to be the being you came here to be, and to live the life of alignment, health, wealth, wisdom, incredible self-expression that you came here to live. All right. And so come on, join me. It's soultour.com. DM us if you have any questions. Let's see. Oh, do I have a code? I might have a code that we can make good for the next couple days. Use code. What code do I have? Use code FRIEND if you're going to register for the 3-day VIP session. Use code FRIEND of Tara between now and early next week, next Tuesday. I'm not sure what the dates are. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Tuesday the 20th. Yeah, that will expire Tuesday night, the 20th at midnight Pacific. Code friend of Tara in the VIP only, for a few $100s off your VIP registration. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Keep your head up, keep your heart out.